Coding for Beginners by Pratik.
Welcome to part 2 of Coding for Beginners by Pratik. In this episode, I am going to introduce Scratch and try to do the same code which I showed you in using Python in my previous video.
Before using Scratch, you have to type the link scratch.mit.edu and click return or enter if. And signing in Scratch is, you can sign in if you have already, but I'm just going to show you joining Scratch. Joining Scratch is for who of you is using Scratch newly. So let's say I'll create a username called GLI. You can put your own username. It can be anything, and it should not have spaces. And I have to type. If it shows username is taken, then try another. I'll just try the original. Okay, now this username is not taken. So you have to type the password, and you should not share it to anyone because it's important. Now you have to type a password and type the password again and click on next. And if it shows this, you can save. What country do you live in? I live in India. So you can find for India. Here there is. And click on next. I live in India and next. Which I'm born in August 2012. And click on next. What is your gender? I'm a boy, so male. Next. What is your email? And you can click on that tick mark if you like to receive emails from the Scratch team or projects, ideas or more. And click on create your account. It takes a bit of time to load. Welcome to Scratch Glitch Coder 909. If you have written another username, then your username will come here. Now you are logged to this. You can start exploring and creating projects. And let's see, you get an email. Yeah, you can set your own, but we are not going to do that now. We are going to create a project. Now you can see this. We are in the Scratch editor, and I'm going to show you the parts. Usually when you start Scratch, you usually get sprite 1, which is the cat. You can change the sprite. This is the part where you can code. You can drag blocks here and like a stack. We are not going to talk that now. And this is the place where you can insert your backdrops. You can choose any backdrops, and here you can see this backdrop. Let's use backdrop 1 for now. And in sprite you can see two costume is walking, and when you insert some other costume, they also might get a animation type. This is the place where you can paint. You can put a line, you can do whatever painting, and when you click on this paint, you can paint whatever you want. And even you can choose a sprite like an apple. You you can see a apple comes here. You can even paint into it. And this is the place where you get informations. You get the information about the sprite. When this, let's say the size is 11, you can see it's a bit small, and you can, I'll just set it for 100 now. And the direction, you can set it like, and for left right, it only goes left right. And here you can even see the project page, and you can rename your, like, you can rename it. But now we are not going to share it, we are just, and you can also choose a backdrop. Here you can choose a surprise. It just chooses a random, and you can even paint it as I showed you before. And you can even paint a backdrop like this. You can paint your own backdrop and also choose a random backdrop. Here in the last video I talked about programming in Python where the computer will say hello world, but in Scratch there's no command called print. So we use a command called say hello for 2 seconds. Say hello. This say hello will just say hello in a, yeah. So, and say hello, like for example 1 second will be fast. Hello, and done. And the other saying things are ask what is your name. This asking what is your name is for asking a input. You can see there's a chat box. Let's create a program. Let's create a program which compares, which we have done in the previous episodes. So here you can see if then this mark is a boolean, which we'll talk a little bit later. Zoom this a bit and ask what is your name as input, and let's put when green flag is clicked. Ask what is your name, and after if, and go to operators, and there's a equal to. This can be done for math also, which I'll talk a bit later. And put, it can, when you see this white line here, you can connect that and you can go to sensing and drag a answer. If answer Pratik, if answer Pratik, then say that is a good name. That's a good name. And if it is something else, like if it is a other name like Jack, then let's say that is a odd name. So let's run this program. You can see it runs. What is your name? Let's type the correct answer. If this is capital letters, then I have to type it capital. That's a good name. But when we type Jack, like for example, Jack, that's an odd name. When I do this correct as Pratik, then say that's a good name. It's not going to say that's an odd name. And when this is not followed and it is like Jack, then this part will come. So now I'm going to talk about variables. A variable is a piece of code to temporarily store data. It can change frequently. Think of it as a box. The first thing we need to do is give a box a variable, a name, so we don't get confused and we can always know what it's holding. Let's imagine that we want to create a variable to keep track of score in our example. So let's make a variable called name, and it can be for this sprite. Let's do it for all sprites. So you can see the variable name, you can show or hide. Show and hide. Let's just show the hide. Let's just make the variable show it, and let's say name is equal to, but first let's say pr my name, done. And after that you go to variables and set, and when you click on this, but now it won't happen because not set, it should be say this word, and done, says Pratik. I'm now going to show you how you can use variables in a game. Like when green flag is clicked, forever, because when I click this, just tell this for one time, done. So put a forever loop. The forever loop is used for just saying repeat, like repeating that forever. And after that, go to operators, a comparing block which is a equal and answer, and let's say ap apple. Then say let's put a input so that user can type. Ask what is your name. Let's say what is the color of apple. It changes to red. If answer red, then say good. And let's just say that when green flag is clicked, set name to, let's just rename this. It's okay, you don't need to rename for now, because let's just make a new variable like SCO score. Let show score and hide name. And when green flag is clicked, set score and say good, and then change name by 1, like that. And else, and here, and change score by 1, and else go to looks, say sorry, that is wrong. And go to variables, change score by -1, and let's see, move this somewhere where you can see what is the color of apple. Red. Good. And it goes to 1. So what is the color? It's okay if it's wrong, it's a typo example. So what's the color of apple? Let's say yell, yellow. Sorry, that is wrong. And so you have learned how to use variables. Well done. You have coded in Scratch, which is a very easy programming language. And you have learned about comparison, which is this block here equal to, and if then else statements, which is decision making in Scratch. Now I'm going to show you how you can use comments. But why are comments used? Just for people to understand what you have written. And I'm going to show you how to use commenting in Python and Scratch. First I'm going to show you in Scratch. This program is when green flag is clicked, forever, wait 1 second, play sound meow with this, it can play the sound meow. And let's make a comment. Right click and you can see add comment here, and you can see you can drag it around, and let's say F forever. Forever loop. Forever loop. Just do forever loop. And you can make it much more detailed if you wrote a complex one. And this one I can show you also. I can also show you it here. You can also put 2 comments, depends on how many blocks or wherever you want to. Let's say play sound meow. You can shrink it, or even here you can shrink it, and also you can delete that, or for deleting it properly you can click on remove comment. I'll show you the example and you will remove the comment. And in Python, I'll just open Python. Here it is. First, let's create a file, new file, and here it is. And let's say print hi. And commenting in Python is also easy. You can put a hashtag and you see it turns red because it's correct. So let's say print hi. So this even turns red because you have written the hashtag. And for commenting multiple lines is to put multiple lines of comments are 3 quote marks. You can see this even turns green. If you wanted to write multiple lines of, like it's too long, like hi, I am Pratik. Now you should end up with also 3, and you can see this turns to back to its normal. And this commenting is ignored by Python shell. And also this hashtag, even if you use 3 quote marks or hashtags. Let's run the module. Run module and OK to save. Yeah, and let's save it. let's hi, and you can see here it ignores this hashtag and the three when you put three quote marks.
Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Please subscribe my channel and click the bell icon for notifications of my next video.